What's up, buddies? Hopefully everybody's doing well today. So I'm going to try to speed through this pretty quick today because my batteries are just not holding a charge right now. Don't know what's going on with that. But I do apologize for the overlap of the bodybuilding show that usually happens on Sunday. I had problems loading it, tried to overload it. Load it last night, but unfortunately overlapped on today. But anyway, let's just get into the new Lucha Libre News / Rant show. So after weeks of back and forth, after months and months of back and forth, rumors, speculations, he said, she said, the CMLL has finally come forth with the 100% announcement and 100% confirmation of their main event for the 85th anniversary show, which is coming up earlier this month. That's right, finally have come up with 100% confirmation. Now this is not really a surprise match. This has kind of been going on as a feud for quite a while in the CMLL, but still going to be a good match. Now it's going to be Matt Tavern teaming up with Orlando Jr. to take on Rush and Cavino in a tag team hair versus hair match. Now this was not the original match as we've seen now this is not an original matchup. We've seen something very similar to this matchup back in 2013. Now this announcement has brought huge attention. I was actually insanely surprised to find out how much attention and how much notice that this match has brought in from all over the world, so much so that Vince McMahon from the WWE has even actually commented. He stated that he will be watching this match with high interest. So that's kind of interesting that a match like this has brought in such big attention from all over the world like that. I kind of find that a little weird, but also not really surprising because this is going to be a really good match, definitely for sure. It seems that this matchup is what the CMLL definitely needs because of the amount of attention that it's bringing in for sure. But most people are, of course, disappointed with the announcement that this is actually going to be the main event matchup, or that this is even going to be a matchup. A lot of people were hoping, fingers crossed, that they would have gone with the feud that definitely lit the world on fire, and that's of course Rush versus Le Parc. Now, Rush versus Le Parc has been the hugest feud, I think, of all time. I think it's been the biggest feud to come out of not only of the Lucha Libre world, but just period. This was such a huge feud. They had one of the biggest matches. I think the greatest match I've ever seen was actually Rush versus Le Parc. Now that was supposed to be rumored to have been a hair versus mask matchup. Now no idea on if the CMLL are still going to go with this at another time. Maybe they're going to do it next year. Maybe because of Le Parc's involvement with AAA. I don't really know, but a lot of people are disappointed with that, myself for sure. The announcement has definitely left my head scratching for sure on why they left this off their card. This is definitely what I think is going to be a majorly bad decision. Now Le Parc's still going to be on the card, of course, and he's still going to have a great matchup. He is teaming up with his son, which is son of Le Parc, and Caristo, to take on the AAA Mega World Heavyweight Champion, Phoenix, his regular partner, Penta-Zero, and Azul, in what is going to be the semi-main event matchup. Now, if you ask me, that's a really good matchup. I mean, even the matchups that are on this card, they're set to be really, really good. I think this is going to be a really great pay-per-view. The only bummer about it is that they did not do the Rush versus Le Parc matchup. I mean, this could have been so huge, especially with a company that, is the oldest company in Mexico. It's the oldest company in the world in Lucha Libre. But I mean, they're second to, you know, AAA, the Crash, you know, they're second to all these other promotions that haven't been around as long. And I think that Rush versus Le Parc matchup really could have put them over the top. I mean, here you're sitting on what is only the biggest feud of all time, and they had the biggest matchup of all time, and then you're just saying like, fuck it, let's just go with this match. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, it was such a bad idea to leave that matchup out. Like, I mean, I'm just hugely disappointed in that, and I think they could have gone that way, and they could have, you know, done so much with that. But anyway, let's go on to Lucha Underground. Now, I know I haven't been talking about Lucha Underground very much during the Lucha Libre News/Rant show, and that's because, in my opinion, the quality of Lucha Underground has gone way down from seasons 1, seasons 2, seasons 3. I find season 4 to be the worst season of all. Now, it's more wrestling and more Americanized Lucha Libre, which back in the early seasons, it was more Lucha Libre than, you know, Americanized wrestling. Americanized Lucha Libre was, you know, it kind of went back to the Mexican style Lucha Libre, which was nice to see, especially for an American type promotion. But unfortunately, with season 4, I just find it to be another version of the WWE, really. Now, of course, during their last episode, we seen something that we often see in the WWE, that is an in-ring wedding, which of course got destroyed, so no big surprise there. Jack Strong continues his in-ring dominance with a win over Drago, which, I mean, who hasn't really beat Drago, right? So I really can't say anything about that. Now, that is another thing that, of course, drives me nuts, which I was just talking about, is, of course, the dominance of an American wrestler. It just bugs me when you put, like, you mix wrestling with like Lucha Libre and stuff like that. It bugs the crap out of me. This company calls itself Lucha Underground, but yet it's more bows to Americanized wrestlers or American style wrestlers, and it just reeks of sellout for sure. EXO and Jack Evans was, of course, in a decent matchup, which was a pretty good matchup. It wasn't the best, but it actually wasn't bad. You've seen EXO pull out the win of that for sure. I'm just really talking about Lucha Underground today, just to keep everybody happy, but whatever. I just hope that if they do a season 5, which nothing's confirmed yet, won't be any confirmation until later on this year, but if they do a season 5, I'm hoping they go back to the old temple, and I hope they go back to their old ways. Now, I want to shine a little bit of a spotlight on the LLF. For those of you who don't know what that is, that's the Lucha Libre Femenil, which is the Lucha Libre female, which is a all-women Lucha Libre promotion. Now, I haven't talked about this. I have talked about this promotion before, but I feel like I just haven't talked about it enough. I'm urging everyone to go ahead and check out their website, llf.mx. Check them out, for real. I think, you know, one sec. Anyway, go, here, one sec, sorry. Alright, sorry about that, guys. My phone just went off, and there's a phone call I've been waiting for, so I do apologize about that. But yeah, anyway, go check them out at llf.mx. Check them out. Of course, I'm not getting paid to plug them in any way. I just really love this organization. These matches they're truly brutal. They're really brutal matches, these matchups, which you really wouldn't expect from, like, I'm not putting like female luchadors down or anything like that, but I mean, compared to, you know, like Lucha Undergrounds and your you know, CMLL and AAA and stuff like that, like, these are pretty brutal matches in the LLF, for sure. I mean, they're definitely more real, more hardcore, more over the top than anything I've really ever seen before. I mean, this promotion has begun in the early 2000s. I think it was legitly actually started in 2001. So I mean, it's still fairly a pretty young promotion. Everything is literally dying on me today, but anyway, so like I was saying, their champions that are actually champions are some of the, like, truly just the best in the world. And I know everybody says that, but these women are truly some of the best lucha libre, like luchadors that you'll ever see. Like 100% truly, like their champions stayed champion for a really long time for definitely a really good reason. So I'm urging everybody to go check them out. You won't be disappointed in that. Who knows, maybe I'll do a full-on 100% spotlight video on them next time. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the section below. If you want me to do spotlights on certain promotions, that whole thing, I definitely will. But let me know what you guys think. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I love you very much, and I will check you in the next video.